especially because this is Austin and this is for Austin PR. It'll be really interesting to see how it goes. Broken is just standing right behind the set. And out. All right, game 1 starting on PS2. Very classic stage for game 1s. I really don't know like the adaptations and changes Waltz made to his gameplay, specifically against Z3. But I'd love to see what he has changed. I know Waltz is trying to like do a lot more stuff with having Metal Blade in his hand, keeping Metal Blade as much as possible, so you can get a lot of stuff with that. You know, focusing on item play and whatnot. But right now, it's looking pretty good for Waltz. You know, getting a lot of pellets, getting the leaf shield. That was nice. Oh, that was an interesting interaction. But it went well for Waltz, and oh my goodness, Waltz absolutely destroyed Z3 on that stock. Just constant pellets into the down air. That's insane. Like, I guess this is one thing that Waltz has been doing good at against Z3 is just constant pressure with these pellets, just like getting all this chip damage and like not getting anything started for Z3, which is really good against Z3 because when Z3 gets started, she gets going, but she doesn't get going by randomly upbeing onto the stage. It doesn't make sense to me. That was good with the leaf shield to cover options. He didn't get all the hits in. There. One, he's feeling himself a little bit going for that forward smash, but I understand. I think another thing. Oh yeah, that's it. Got hit with the up air. Good confirmed by Z3. I think another thing is for Waltz. In relation to the broken set is just, you know, when you get the lead, just keep it as much as possible. And Megaman is really good at getting like a bunch of chip damage and getting extra credit. So I think against Z3, you should get chip damage. But if you just want to, you know, ace the test like that with an up tilt, go right ahead. And Waltz is definitely showing that he is a really scholarly individual and can get a lot of strong hits at really low. And that's surprising. You know, less than 100. That's crazy. Okay, downer. It's really good on Waltz. You know, just evading everything that Z3 has, except for the projectiles. He just keeps getting projectiles, but those projectiles don't kill. So it's good on him. He's like, you can keep getting damage on me. I'm at kill percent, but as long as I'm getting damage on you, that's all that matters. If you're not killing me with these projectiles, that's fine. But if you're killing me with a combo, I'll be slightly scared, as we can see right there with the down tilt to up here. Throwing the boomerang, trying to just offset Waltz's ledge trap, but he's going out for the edge guard and the back air. Very good stuff from Waltz, taking game 1. JP2 stock. I guess let's go Waltz chants in the background. I think it was UT players, you know, supporting their UT alumni. It was really good stuff from Waltz. Just getting the chip damage when he was up and, you know, maintaining constant pressure throughout the set, regardless of where Young Link was on the stage, whether it was off stage, on stage, in the air. Very good stuff. Z3 is running it back onto PS2. Honestly, why not? It wasn't like a blowout or anything. And I think Z3 is pretty good on the stage. I think Z3 is pretty good on a lot of stages, but I think this is one of her best ones. Whip the grab and getting major punish. Now, Z3's in the air. She's got to get down. And she does, which is really good because you don't want to be in the air for way too long against Megaman. That was a good combo. Forward air into back air. Another forward air. Hit with a crash bomber. Let's see what's going to happen. The back air. Yep. Waltz has been really good with these Crash Bomber edge guards. Just like you have like a certain time limit to get back onto ledge, and if you're not back onto ledge to get that invincibility to get through the Crash Bomber, you're probably gonna die. And Waltz is like guaranteeing those stocks when you get hit with the Crash Bomber. It's making players a lot very antsy. So. I also think like Waltz is just like playing very safe and like understanding Z3's like habits when he plays the neutral. Like he understands like he jumped away there. He's like, all right, Z3's probably gonna go for an air, so I'm gonna jump away so I don't get hit with it. But he's still getting hit. But like in those certain micro interactions is very important. Because now he's up 40% and he can coast a little bit. He doesn't have to go insanely crazy, but he doesn't have to like play super safe. He can just do his thing that he wants to do. The constant pressure with the pellets, you know, getting on a platform, throwing out projectiles, you know, the tornado, the metal blade. It's really good for Waltz. All right, Crash Bomber. We'll see what he's gonna do. Just hold shield. You know, he hits her with a forward smash. Doesn't break her shield, which is really good. But a lot of pressure comes in when you get hit with a Crash Bomber, especially when you're far away. Oh, he almost got the confirm. The Z drop metal blade into the up tilt, just a couple hairs away from getting the strong hit. All right, back air. He's gonna go low for sure. Not trying to get hit with any of Megaman's projectiles. It's not looking good for Z3. That's going to be an up air. But not a stock. It's just, it looks like it's pretty tough for her to like, just guarantee these kills at a very early percent. Waltz is just playing so patient and reserved around all these, and like calm around all of these projectiles. Try to go for another Crash Bomber there, but it's good enough to for Z3 throw out the boomerang. But back there is going to do it from center stage. And hopefully, see from he's living. Megaman is a hefty boy, very heavy. Definitely Waltz is just not going to approach whatsoever and try to get as much chip damage as he can, but he gets it with the arrow into Nair conversion. Now it's basically even, so it's basically a war of attrition. I didn't want to say it, but both of them are just throwing out a bunch of, you know, projectiles and whatnot, and just trying not to get hit with them as best they can. But they're still playing pretty aggressively, so I don't even say it's an attrition, but actually just a genuine war where they're just like shooting each other with stuff and trying to dodge it so they don't die. I don't know why that took a dark turn. But anyways, back to the set. Doesn't get hit with the Nair or the up air. Very good stuff from Waltz, just evading everything. Jumping on rush not once, not twice, but 3 times to get out of the situation, get out of the corner. And Waltz is down 20%. He's just got to play really patient here so he doesn't get hit with any of these projectiles to get lead into a confirm for Z3. Oh, I don't think Waltz wanted that. Nice, stuck in the corner. He's getting hit with a bunch of projectiles. There's a lot of damage piling up. Eventually he's going to lead into, you know, kill confirm for Zen from those projectiles. All right, back throw, very good stuff. Good stuff from Z3 using the Zair to like just avoid the metal blade, repairing everything. That's pretty funny. All right. Oh, he hesitated on the up air. He knew that. Oh, is that gonna be it? Yes. Waltz is somewhat frustrated, but he wants to run it back. He anticipated just a tad bit on the air dodge. She knew she was going to air dodge, so he was like, all right, I'm going to wait, drift a little bit so I can get the up air on her. It just barely whipped it and gave Z3 the chance to capitalize on the, you know, on the whip. So game 3 is going to be back on PS2. I think it's a pretty good stage for both characters, and I think both players I feel confident on the stage. There's no reason to counterpick, but Z3's coming out this game very aggressive, just trying to get a lot of damage, and then, you know, play her own patient game where Waltz has to approach. Nice job with the dash attack on the test chase. Leaf shield off stage, and that's it? Oh, but he died too. Yeah, he went a little bit too deep. But it's respectable because he was doing some crazy stuff off stage with the leaf shield, and he's like, you know what? We're both kind of like the same percents. We should both die. You know, an eye for an eye. Why not? That dash attack's so good at sending you to get a bad angle. Whiffs the downer. That would have been an early kill, but they just do get out on stage. Didn't go for the dare that time. Realized it's like, I'm probably not going to get in time. Let me just stay on stage, not being lagged. Force smash is going to hit. She threw out her own projectile. Goes to the back air. She takes it. Up to once again not getting streamed. That must suck for Waltz, but we got the forward smash though, and that takes Z3 stock. Doesn't feel like it should be 1 stock to 2, but because of that one interaction in the very beginning of the game where they both died, it is. And once again, we're gonna see Waltz just not go for anything too crazy. Just get that chip damage, get the extra credit, because that's all he really needs against Z3. Just get her up to a high enough percent, because he still has that extra stock in the tank. Like, he doesn't have to go crazy this stock. But let's say with the back air into the forward smash. Waltz is going to maintain his distance. Z3's going to play out of the corner. That's basically her comfort zone, but she has so many projectiles. She's perfectly okay with getting chip damage of her own when she's not getting approached at. All right. Wanted the roll-in reave for the down air, but didn't get it. All right, a bunch of just weak hits that are just interrupting Waltz's, play, and now he's up to 65%. This is still doable for both players. It's just they need it. Oh, that was a weird air dodge, but it worked. Didn't get punished for it. Crash bomber. Wanted to punish her when she was stuck in shield stun, but didn't get it, and that's going to be it. Yep. Good stuff from Z3, making the changes needed. And getting the 3rd game, and Waltz made the classic motion of run it back. He still feels confident against Z3 on the stage, and I would too. You already got a game on the stage. It's really close every single game. Just no reason to counter pick. Just make the I wouldn't say mental. I think Waltz has a pretty good mental. Just make the the actual adaptations in the game in order to take the set home. But we can also see that Z3 is making adaptations of her own. Just being ready to punish as much as possible and interrupt Waltz's play as much as she can. Because I think she's recognizing that Waltz is trying to get as much chip damage as possible or just kill her whenever she's off stage. So it's important for her to try to do the same thing back. Good stuff from Z3. Just keeping a distance. Not trying to go too insane, but that down air was pretty insane. I would have gone for that because it's a little too risky. Waltz is at 95%. Waltz is just jumping around, trying to hit her with some straight hits, some projectile. Gotta be ready to shield all of it, or even if you're not shielding, just be aware that if she back airs, she's got it in there right after. Because yelling frame data is insane. tries. Oh, that was actually pretty insane. He gets hit with the crash bomber, his own crash bomber, to just get him out of the situation. Because that air dodge, like, was basically gonna end it, Z3 getting the stock, but didn't. Waltz staying alive. And this should it be it? Oh, nope. Weak hit of the upper, but yeah, that's gonna be it. Hey, the boomerang. I could just completely blanked out. I'm okay, y'all, but I had nothing to say. Z3 is playing really good, you know, basically doing the reverse to Waltz, like Waltz did game 1 to her. You know, maintain a lead, get as much chip damage as possible from these projectiles, and punish Waltz when he tries to advance. Really good stuff. It's gonna be really tough for Waltz to bring this back. He's at 100% on his second stock. He needs to get this stock as soon as possible. But it's looking tough. Z3 is just building a fortress of projectiles. And Waltz is not finding any way of breaking in. Good stuff, the air dodge there. We definitely got an air to the guy. You don't want to be 3 stocks to 1 against Z3 on your, you know, winner's stock. It's not looking good whatsoever. But I'm a Waltz believer. I think he can do it. It's just going to be very tough, that's all. Let's get the metal blade there. That would have really helped out Waltz. Just the disruptor recovery. Alright, the back end there is going to take her stock. 2 stocks to 1. Waltz can still do this. But he's just got to play basically perfect. Just get her, maybe get a quick kill if he can. I don't know. Z3's been pretty good with the recoveries in terms of not getting exploited. And yeah, he definitely needs to get a quick kill as soon as possible, which sucks because Z3 is playing very patient and just, you know, not approaching whatsoever, just throwing out projectiles from all angles. Doesn't get the back air there. That sucks. You want to just like not mess up on all your punishes or anytime you're at advantage, especially like when you're in this situation where you're almost at kill percent, probably at kill percent for a couple of confirms. It's just not looking good. Down there just completely, you know, mitigated by the back air. That's actually insane. Why does that work? That one's kind of broken. They're not going to do anything too much, but just get Waltz off stage, but he instantly gets back on. He's air dodging, doesn't want to get hit with a fire arrow. This is so tough for Waltz. There's only 1 minute and 30 seconds left on the clock. Jeez, I didn't even realize that. Not only does Waltz have to play perfect this stock, he has to watch out for time too. Whiffs it, doesn't get hit, but yeah, he gets fourth round. Yeah, that's gonna be it. Z3 3-1 over Waltz. Waltz is kind of annoyed. He's like, that sucks, but I think he's confident that he can get the run back.